yoga poses that can help release tension in the pelvic region. First, we're going to start with a yoga pose called cat-cow. Come to a tabletop position with your knees right under your hips and your hands right under your shoulders. If it doesn't feel good to bend your wrist like that, feel free to make a fist, or you can hold weights to straighten your wrist. From here, drop your belly down, gently gaze forward, and take a big inhale, letting your belly and pelvic floor hang out. And then exhale, tuck your chin, bring your belly button to spine. Lightly tuck your tailbone under. You might feel a little tension come into your pelvic floor, that's okay. But now release everything, big inhale. Let your tailbone curl out of you, let your pelvic floor be soft. Let your chest be heavy and soft. Big inhale, just feel your belly and pelvic floor expand like a balloon. You can slow it down and take several breaths here. Inhale, widen your sit bones, balloon your pelvic floor outwards. Another image could be a circle widening between your sit bones with every big inhale. Or sometimes it's a funny image, but it can help to imagine a flower blooming open between your sit bones. So smell a rose, imagine it's blooming open, widening your sit bones. And then when you're ready on your next exhale, you can round your spine again. From here, we're going to sit back into a wide leg version of child's pose. So you're going to widen your knees, slightly wider than your hips. From here, if you have the range of motion to do it, you're going to walk your hands forward and sit your tailbone back towards your heels. If that doesn't feel good on your knees, option to come to your forearms and slide or rock your pelvis back just as far as you can go. This is also a good option if you have really tight shoulders. But if you have the mobility, you can reach your tailbone all the way back. Take a few deep breaths here, in through the nose like smelling roses, letting your entire rib cage expand 360 degrees all the way around, even into your back. And then just sigh the air out. On the next inhale, picture the air flowing all the way down into your pelvic floor, expanding a little balloon in your pelvis. Now bring both hands to one side of your mat. For me, it's the left. I'm going to crawl my right fingertips forward and sit my right sit bone back towards my heel, creating a long line opening the right side of my body. Inhale, I'm imagining that I'm flaring a nostril open on the right side of my body. And then I'm going to crawl my hands to the right side of my mat. And my left fingertips are trying to crawl further, while my left sit bone pulls back towards my heel. Again, I'm imagining that I have a giant nostril in my armpit, and every time I inhale, I'm really flaring that left side of my body. And then exhale, relax. Come lay down on your back. I'll show you two gentle ways to get there. You could either hold the back of your thighs and use your arms to lower yourself down one vertebra at a time, or to avoid stress and strain on your belly, you could also come into a side sit or mermaid sit position and then use an elbow and hand to lower yourself onto your side. Slide your arm out of the way and then turn all at once, rolling like a log onto your back. Feel free to have a pillow or a blanket roll ready to support your head and neck. Bring one knee to your chest and grab behind your thigh and slide the other leg out. Take 3 deep breaths here, Continuing to gently pull thigh to chest, squeezing your left knee and pressing it towards the floor. You're trying to open the hip on the side of the leg that's straight. You don't want pinching in your groin of the bent leg, so back off a little bit and reposition if you feel any groin pinching. Switch sides, knee to chest, slide the other leg out, reposition if you need to. Reach the straight leg long, squeeze the thigh a little bit, gently press the knee down into the mat, feeling some opening in the front of the hip. Now take both knees towards your chest, gently massage the low back, doing little mixing motions with your thigh. Okay. From here, bring both legs apart. This can feel like a vulnerable position to some people, so you may feel more relaxed with a blanket between your legs or completely covered with a blanket. Whatever works best for your body is fine. So let's try again. Pull both thighs towards your chest, then relax them away a little bit and pull apart. There's no just one right position, so feel free to try slightly different angles until you feel a gentle stretch in your inner groin area. This is a great position to practice imagining 4 rings in your body, opening up with every inhale all the way down into your pelvic floor. Imagine a ring around your chest, another ring around your lower ribs, a ring around your belly button, and a ring all the way down between your sit bones. With every inhale, feel each ring get progressively larger, larger, larger. And on your exhale, don't squeeze the rings inward, but just feel them gently, passively shrink. Finally, bring the soles of your feet together and gently let your knees fall to the side. If this feels too intense, you could always put pillows under your thighs to help give support. Palms up, arms laying beside you, or option to rest your hands on your low belly, noticing how long and deep your breath can be. Or you could have one hand on your heart sensor, or side of your rib cage, and another one on your belly button. Just take a few minutes here to notice any changes in your body. Notice how soft your pelvic floor can be. Notice how your jaw can be slack, how all the lines, any tension in your face can just melt away. Feel your body getting heavier, 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 sinking down into warm sand below you. Notice how the sand softens your warm, low back. Starts to melt any tension in your buttocks and thighs. Notice how soft and relaxed your pelvic floor can be. Just gently responding to your long, deep breaths without any effort. Take a moment to appreciate your body, to thank yourself for this time you took to care for yourself. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and gently open them. Take your time. When you're ready, bend your knees. Tap your feet. Knock your knees together, then bring them apart. Sort of like a butterfly flapping motion. Then sway your legs together side to side. Roll your wrists out. Nod your chin a few times, just leaving your head heavy on the mat. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll onto your side. Use your elbow and hand to push yourself up. Flip it another way. And then you can come to kneeling and go ahead and stand up when you're ready. Thanks for sharing your yoga practice with me today.